America votes. Former President Donald Trump easily racking up win after win in the Republican primaries, but his polling showed him winning by even more. ABC 15's data analyst Garrett Archer takes us inside the numbers on why Trump and President Joe Biden are showing some underperformance and what to look for coming up on Super Tuesday.
Well, the presidential primary calendar is split between early primary states, Super Tuesday, and what happens after. This is because Super Tuesday awards so many delegates, it's often a make or break for candidates. But this year is different. Former President Trump is dominating the primaries. His final standing challenger, former Governor Nikki Haley, just won her first primary, the D.C. caucus. So the primary race itself is not that interesting. But what might be, Donald Trump, by and large, is underperforming his polling lead against his closest challenger. In each state, Iowa by 4, a more common number, but New Hampshire, South Carolina by 7 and 8. And in Michigan, Trump underperformed by 16 points. Political analysts have a few theories here. One, the nomination is all but locked up, so supporters of Trump may be less motivated to show up, while the much smaller Never Trumper faction are more motivated to cast a protest vote. Two, the surveyed undecideds are simply siding against Trump. There's also the theory that there's a silent anti-Trump vote, a theory that many surveys are missing a small but still significant portion of the population that is both hard to contact and is less inclined to support the former president in the primary or general when they vote. So whatever the reason, political analysts will be watching Super Tuesday states to see if this underperformance continues. Some big states to watch on Tuesday: California, Texas, North Carolina, and Virginia. Both Trump and Biden have opened up wide leads in those first 3 states. The exception, Trump has an 8-point lead in Virginia, according to the latest graded poll by 538. Not to be left outdone, current President Biden also showing some early primary weaknesses. In Michigan, over 13% of the Democratic primary voters there remained uncommitted, an option in Michigan, leaving Biden with a little over 81% of the final vote. With a look inside the numbers, I'm Garrett Archer, ABC 15, Arizona.